Catch me, I'll be on my mission till catch me, candid for these lenses. Catch me, one day whipping in these Benzes. Catch me, catch me, catch me, catch me, like we playing on. Roll one, and you gon' sing along. Hey, sip some, and you gon' get your dance on. Catch me, catch me, catch me, drowning in ambition now.
Off camera, we were having this discussion about you looking intimidating on your profile, but here in person, you're just a very kind soul out here. Like, how do you deal with that?
I get that a lot. A lot of people tell me I look intimidating. People say they are intimidated by me. The people who admit it, I definitely, I give them like a high five, because to admit that you are intimidated by someone is a big step. And I'm always like, you guys don't have to be that way, like you don't have to feel that way, because I'm genuinely a nice, kind person. I think I am. I wouldn't say I'm mean to anyone. I wouldn't say that I feel like I'm better than anyone. That's not how I am. I'm very much like everyone is equal, and whoever I see, I'll greet you regardless of whether you are just a supporter, whether you just commented on my TikTok, or whether you just commented on my Instagram post. Like, I will greet you as if I know you for years.
But don't you get like worried that some guys can be too much? Some people. Yes, guys
going out is very difficult for me as a female. I feel like sometimes guys come across way too confident, way too, they're just too much. They don't know boundaries. I've had this discussion with a lot of people. A lot of guys don't know their boundaries with me, and it is annoying sometimes, and sometimes you have to put your foot down. I try my best to not go out alone, but sometimes it is just a case where I am alone and I kind of have to deal with it by myself.
I think you should go for self-defense.
Yeah, definitely. Some self-defense.
You gotta, protect yourself.
100%.
Sometimes, you can be alone in the streets, and you need to be prepared. You need to like, bring the heat, bring the summer.
100%.
I feel like yourself.
I definitely do walk around with self-defense, like pepper spray.
Guys, if you're watching this, beware. If you're trying to approach someone out here, just remember she's packing out here.
I know how to use my spray. I know how to use my
she's gonna be out here.
Yeah, but it's just for precaution. To be honest, you never know.
Have you been in that situation before?
Not with anyone that I've seen.
Not
with anyone.
Can I wait? Whoa. Okay, I'm joking. It's the sun.
No, I haven't had this situation with anyone that I've seen at an event necessarily, but I have had to use my pepper spray quite a few times when simply just running errands, going to the mall, in the parking lot. People just get too close. I think not even knowing who I am, I think just in general, because I'm a female, it's quite dangerous to be living in this country.
What? I'm so sorry that you went through that, man. But I feel like it's not like you're not really enjoying yourself, because you constantly need to look after over your shoulder. Your content. Where did your love for content creation come from? So,
since I was in high school, I actually really enjoyed making content. I'm naturally a dancer. I've been dancing since I was the age of 5. I started off with the typical ballet, contemporary, modern. Eventually went into hip hop and a little bit of like contemporary hip hop. So I've always been a dancer. Even in my family, like they would always, when they'd be like, show the aunties there how you dance. That I was that child that they sent out there to show the aunties how you dance. So I've always
center of attention.
I've always been the star girl of my family, I think.
So it just came naturally.
So it just came naturally, yes. And I was held back a bit from posting as I would like.
Why so?
I don't want to get into it right now, but I was held back a bit, and I allowed myself to be held back. And then as soon as I broke off like contact with that person, I immediately branched into what I've always been wanting to do, and that's posting my content and getting myself more out there, because I have a bubbly personality as well, and I have a bubbly mouth as well. So
what do you mean by bubbly mouth? Like you just say what
I love talking. I love talking so much. So I've always wanted to have a YouTube channel. It's in the process, it's in the works. I'm just figuring out this whole editing thing. Like I said, editing is not my strongest point, but making the content I definitely do enjoy. I love being in front of the camera, actually.
Wow, I can't wait to see the YouTube channel, man. It's gonna be so great.
I'm hoping that it is what I've always wanted it to
It's gonna be more in line into your dancing and stuff.
No, not actually. I was actually thinking of just doing my life, because people say my life is interesting. I'm not only a content creator, dancer, I'm also a host, so I go out quite a bit. I'm also a student, so apparently the content of a student's life is quite interesting. Well, for me as well, to watch on TikTok, watch how these medical students do their thing.
Ladies, gentlemen, did you hear that? Medical student out here?
Okay, well, medical school student. Yeah.
I don't shut it down. Just embrace your medical student, like the dedication to have so many things going in your life, and you still remain focused in making sure that you're disciplined to execute everything successfully. You know.
Yeah, I love school. I actually really enjoy going to university. It hasn't been the most memorable, I would say, for this year, because a lot of people are still at home. I've been going to campus since I started, though, because when you are in a community and health science faculty, it's quite difficult to do that work at home, because everything's a lot more practical based.
But how do you like balance that lifestyle, you know?
It's actually kind of
content creation, public and health.
I'll tell you, like, I have a calendar, I have a diary, I have reminders on my phone. It's a crazy lifestyle. Sometimes I will literally go from campus to a campaign shoot. Sometimes I will be doing my homework in the car in the morning, because I couldn't do it the night before.
How are you still managing yourself? Like, sorry to interrupt you there. Like, how are you still on your feet, still with full of smiles on your face, so looking so vibrant as you are right now?
Yeah, it gets tough. Like, I'm studying nursing and midwifery, and it's not an easy field to be in. I go through a lot of emotions every time I'm in the hospital, every time.
But you live in proof, though, that anything is possible.
Yeah,
there's
100%.
no excuses. You can do both. You can do.
I even took a gap year after my matric year, like, to just take a breather from COVID, and I went straight into it. I was like, I definitely want to get my degree as soon as possible, and I'm here now, and I'm very grateful for the man above.
But don't you think you'd be further now in where you want to be if you like neglect the one over the other? Like, you just go full on just pursuing.
I think about that quite often.
You know?
If I wasn't studying, I think I would have definitely been a bigger content creator, because I would have more time for it. I definitely think about that often. And if I wasn't a content creator, I think I would have been further in my degree probably, and most likely be working in the field that I'm studying.
In studies?
Yeah, so I would probably be doing like work at the hospitals now, because they are understaffed in a lot of places. Yeah. So they are kind of like occupation.
So where are you leaning on now? Like, I mean, you can't like, are you like Batman or something, or like Wonder Woman? You know, like during the day you're 9 to 5, and then in the evening you just put on your costume.
It's not even 9 to 5. Hey, it's 7 till 7.
Damn. Now. So what's gonna happen when you get to that stage where you graduate and you have to like start working out? Are you gonna be like, you know what, part-time?
As a professional nurse, when you graduate, you become a professional nurse, and basically you don't go in every single day.
Okay.
So yeah, and they also like swap your shifts. So sometimes you'll work till 4, sometimes you'll work till 7, but you won't work every single day. So in those days in between, I could choose to either rest or
do your content,
do what I love on the side.
And that's like hosting, emceeing, photography work, soon to be a YouTuber as well.
Yeah, I'm also a model. So
and you're a model?
Yeah, so photo shoots as well. Yeah.
Damn, so many things. You're a complete package now. You're ready to be cuffed up, I guess, you know, from someone. If you are right now, who knows, you know, for the guys, who knows? Are you?
I don't think I'm ready to be cuffed just yet, because my lifestyle is busy.
You're trying to be independent, capable.
I am independent.
Yeah, you don't need no man out here.
We don't need that. No, not necessarily. I mean, it's nice to have people around me that support me and would help me through whatever it is that I need, if I do need something. But throughout it all, I am independent. I like to do things myself, because if I do it myself, I know it's done properly.
You feel like someone's just gonna derail you from actually your focus.
Yeah, but I'm not like completely blocking off the whole dating scene.
I'm sure there's so many people on your DMs, so many people, like you say, so you can just like choose when you're ready, I guess.
Yeah, when I'm ready, I'll know when I'm ready. But at this moment, I think my life is just a little bit too crazy to be having to be in a relationship right now. I think that's okay.
Yeah, that's okay.
I think I'm young. I don't see any rush in being in a relationship.
Yeah, focus on yourself first, and then once you feel like you're capable of doing
and I'm
more.
building a brand. I am a brand. I'm
you are
building
a brand,
myself, so.
And you need someone that can complement that brand, not to just like bring you down, but actually elevate it to new levels.
100%.
Wow, powerful stuff. Listen, I also want to know, one question is like, your dad is also in part of the industry as well.
Yes, he is. He's been in the industry longer than what I have been.
So do you think like your dad in the industry influenced you a bit in like getting into that side of the world? I wouldn't say so, no. He definitely lets me do things the way I want to do it. He wasn't a content creator, but I mean he was in the entertainment industry. For sure. So I feel like he has guided me in a lot of places. Yes. Is your manager as well? I feel like he's your manager. No, not really.
Are you just yourself manager? He's more like my bodyguard.
Oh, okay.
So like if I'm going to a place for the first time with unfamiliar people, obviously I don't have a partner to accompany me
yet.
Or a manager to accompany me. So normally I just ask him if he could just come with me and check it out, make sure I'm safe.
Even to a club?
Okay, no, not to a club. To a club, I'll most likely take like a group of my friends. So my best friend, she has a boyfriend that she's been dating for years. They are most likely gonna get married.
Oh, congrats.
So I normally take them because they're like family, and I know that they'll look out for me. So I always go to the club with people who I know I can count on if anything does have to happen to me.
Damn.
Yeah. But
you sorted.
With my dad, I think he's helped me in terms of guiding me, but he hasn't necessarily put me on this platform and be like, this is how you do it. He lets me do things the way I want. In your way, in your own timing as well. 100%. He doesn't influence you, he doesn't force you. He just whatever makes you happy. It's like your anchor as well, just to lean on. It took me a while to get him to that point because I was like, it's my life. I want to do it like this. Was he like hovering? He wanted to. He definitely wanted to be like, do this, do that. And I told him, you want to learn from your own mistakes as well, so you can learn. If I have to make a mistake somewhere along the line, allow it to happen, and I'll take the fall, and that'll just make me a stronger person. So I see you're friends with Hervé as well. Yes. You say his name differently to what I say. I say Hervé. Hervé. Yeah. Am I saying it wrong? I don't know. Comment down below if it's Hervé or Hervé. Hervé. So how did you guys become friends? How did that all start? It's actually kind of crazy. He said he followed me like a while back, but I definitely didn't notice him following me a while back. And then he said I didn't follow him back, so he unfollowed me. And then pretty much I don't know, after I started posting on TikTok, I saw his content more and his name was popping up and whatever. And then he hit me up and he said, hey, let's link, like I want to shoot a video with you. I actually met him on one crazy random night in town, and he was with one of my friends. So I figured we have mutual friends as well. And then he hit me up and he's like, hey, do you want to shoot a video? This is like what it's going to be. I'm going to be DMing guys on your phone. And that didn't happen. That did not happen at all. Why not? He pranked me. In what? Into saying that, oh, he likes me and he has a crush on me. I think I saw that video like that. Yeah. Did you believe him first? I did. I well, not believe him, but I was taken back a bit, and I was like, why? Like, we're such good friends. Why would you ruin the friendship? Yeah, so basically that's how we met. That's how I know him. And ever since you guys just had like an instant bond, Yeah, I would say we're good friends, I guess. That's good. I think in the industry you just have to have friends that can also like work with each other. Yeah, 100%. Like people are always messaging me as like a plug for him, and I think vice versa. People message him as a plug for me also, and I think it's basically like just sharing the work, I guess. Yeah, like shout out to you, man. Basically building each other like as we go. You're super open, you're super kind as well. Like you are genuinely like I was like DM with like intentions. I like this girl's not gonna reply back. Like I just gave up. Why am I even trying this? But you are right in front of my eyes, and I really appreciate you just being an open, like free spirit. Yeah. Like I don't know. If guys are looking for content, who knows? Someone is kind enough to like just give you opportunity, provided you help her to elevate her brand as well. Of course. Yeah, that's exactly it. Because it must be mutual leverage, 100%. All about building together. Yeah. What do you think of the entertainment industry of Cape Town? As a woman. I would say sometimes it's rigged.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you speaking from experience? You rigging the place?
No, not me rigging a place, but like it's also like it's a little bit suspect. Like you really have to be careful with who you work with. Some people will really just take advantage of you. Some people don't pay you if you are like supposed to get paid. I know a lot of people don't really get paid. Like they're just there for, in terms of they'll get a rider, so like a bottle and shisha and food, whatever. I get that, but you just have to be really careful with who you work with and who you trust.
Have you seen a lot of weird stuff in the entertainment industry?
Unfortunately, yes, I have. Yeah.
Traumatized?
Well, I haven't personally experienced it, but
you heard from others?
I've heard and I've seen.
Wow.
But to each their own. I personally feel like if you are in the entertainment industry and you are old enough to get into clubs and whatever like that, you need to be old and wise enough to make decisions for yourself.
How did you become you in terms of like so wise and so smart and making sure that you're not taking it for granted?
Trust me, I
know you're studying nurse. I mean, you're educated. You're a learner.
This is what I'm saying. I've made many mistakes, and I've learned from those mistakes. And I think
because it's like, sorry to interrupt you, like there's beauty to brains here, like it's not just beauty. It's like, no, I'm sorry if I'm disrespecting, but like, I mean, like it's crazy, like wow.
Thank you.
You're welcome. It's like,
no, you live and you learn. I solidly believe in that because I've lived, I've messed up, I've learned, and I think a lot of people take that like, oh, I messed up, oh, it's the end of the world. But it's not. Like you can always better yourself, and I feel like I did exactly that.
But do you feel sometimes being exploited, you know, when you host, like you have to wear a certain outfit? But do you feel comfortable in that way? Or you just like, you know what, I'm proud of my body?
Like I said, life's all about choices also, and it's also all about how you treat people. I've learned that from my uncle. He always tells me it's about how you treat people. So if someone tells me, we want you to host, I expect them, the way I treat them, I expect them to treat me the same. So if they are asking me to be there as a guest for them, I would expect them to allow me to come as myself. Other clubs, I know they do require heels and whatever, then I know that's not my vibe 100% because I'm not trying to be in a dress and heels uncomfortably. I mean, I definitely do wear heels, don't get me wrong, I have a girly side for sure. But when it comes to work, I'm not trying to be uncomfortable. So
and they're lucrative with their payment, right? They're not taking advantage. You said yourself, you're making sure that they respect you as you respect them.
Yeah.
So you get paid, you do get paid, and you also get paid through actual money and through products as well, promotions. Cool. Just need to let that out there. So like just like all for show, and not getting paid.
Yeah, and respect goes a long way because a lot of these
how did you? Sorry to interrupt you again. How did you gain that respect from those individuals? You know.
Like I said, it's how you treat people. You have to. I think for me, I've built a relationship with a lot of people who have events and a lot of people in the entertainment industry. So I think building a relationship and showing that you respect each other's work and rates. I think that goes a long way.
Summer Hayes, like I'm listening to you, like so articulate, you know, you just know your stuff.
Yeah.
Like no one can push at you. I just know that for sure. No club manager can like take advantage of you. Smart enough to be like, hey, this guy is taking me for a joke here. Like,
hold on.
Like, hey, she might look a certain way, but you don't underestimate the brain out here. You know, like damn. Listen here. Well, last question on my side before we skip to the game is that like highlights of your year, of your year. You know, coming to the end of 2020, what can you like tell us? You know, what was been like the most highlights? Like something that stood out to you that's like you're so proud of actually achieving it.
Damn, this is actually something that I have to think about.
What like lessons have you learned? You know, you can also share that. Yeah,
lessons that I've learned is don't allow yourself to be consumed in a relationship so much that you actually lose yourself. I think that's one of my biggest lessons.
Relationships, like actual like romantic relationships.
Yeah.
I thought you'd never been in a relationship.
Oh, I have. I have.
In this year?
No, last year.
I thought you like you're not doing it. You're focusing on yourself.
Well, that's exactly it. I mean, since I've. That's why a lot of people don't know that I'm in a relationship because I think my content only started after I left this relationship. So.
I get it now.
Yeah,
okay.
I think this is also like advice to people. Take it.
Is this like content that you make is like healing for you? You know, to get it over what you've been through. Like it's like a distraction.
The healing was very messy. I will not lie about that. The healing process was very messy, but it was happening, and it is happening still healing, still getting through a lot. But yeah, just don't allow yourself to be consumed in a relationship, in a friendship. Always stay true to yourself and remember who you are, and do things that make you happy. Because if you are doing things to make someone else happy, you're not being yourself.
Now that you are happy, that you recovered, I'm sure he's like looking like, damn, should have done better. You know, I should have like see to your needs first before mine. You know. I'm sure he's eating you up right now, like beating himself up.
No
you never know.
No comment at all.
That's a probably.
That is a topic that I shall not be speaking of. Because
you want to give him airtime.
Exactly.
So, Summer, are you ready for the game?
Yes.
Let's get
oh my gosh, I'm so ready.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna playing a new game. As always, I'm the crazy kind out here that's coming with new crazy games. So there's 6 bottles of unknown beverages. Okay, I know what the beverages are, but Summer doesn't. Some is alcoholic, some is non, and that's for Summer Hayes to determine if they are or not. Or basically this is what's gonna happen. She's gonna try each bottle. There's 6 bottles. She has to try everyone and guess which brand it is and what it tastes like.
Damn.
So
no pressure.
No pressure. Like
no pressure.
It's easy stuff, man. Like you need to. First of all, you're gonna if you lose by guessing at the wrong brand and guessing the wrong taste.
Okay.
So I hope you get it. I don't know. My explanation is all over the place, but I hope you get it. But anyway, let's begin the game. Okay. Where's the bottles?
Catch me, I'll be on my mission. Catch me, candid for these lenses. Catch me, one day whipping in his Benzes. Catch me, catch me, catch me. Catch me, like we playing on. Roll one, and you gon' sing along. Hey, sip some, and you gon' get your dance on. Catch me, catch me, catch me. Drowning in ambition now.